everybody. Happy new moon in Cancer. I'm here today to do a reading for the Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine for the partial solar eclipse, July 13th. Yay! It's been about 5 weeks since I've done a reading, but I was guided to do one today. So, I'm just going to get right into it. I actually did a quick update the other day, so I don't have to do a whole lot of talking today for this video. So I'm going to start with the Cat's Eye Tarot by Debra Givin. It's pre-shuffled, but I'll shuffle again for you guys on camera. And I'm going to pull 5 cards for the Divine Masculine and 5 cards for the Divine Feminine to see where their energy's at right now and the shifts for this eclipse, which is going to close out old cycles that we don't want anymore, that we don't resonate with anymore. So, new beginnings for a lot of us. You excited? My kitty's not upstairs right now. She just got out of bed, so she's downstairs eating. She's actually on 16 drops of CBD for seizures. She had 4 of them in like a month and a half, like about a month or so ago. I would say she had about 4 of them, about a month, a little over a month's time. So it was very traumatic for me to see that. And actually she had 3 and she had 1 last summer. That was it. She's had 4 total that I know of. But she's seizure free for like 3 weeks now, so I'm happy about that. That's a tongue twister. Seizure free. Yeah. So she's okay, everybody. She's 14 years old this year. Maybe she'll come in while I'm doing my reading. Okay. Because we are using the Cat's Eye Tarot. All right. Now I'm going to pick 5 cards for the masculine energy. And 5 for the Divine Feminine energy. And more. Okay. Okay, for the masculine, we have the 3 of Wands, the Fool, woohoo, new beginnings, King of Pentacles, awesome. Oh, Knight of Cups, Offer of Love, and the 10 of Swords. And for the feminine, we got the Strength card and the Moon card, and the Hanged Kitty, which is the Hanged Man, and the Cat's Eye Tarot deck. I don't read reversals, so I know how to, I just don't read them. All the messages that need to come through always come through. And we got the Ace of Cups and the King of Wands. Okay. 3 of Wands. Okay. The masculine is looking at the long term. He's preparing. He's pretty much getting himself ready for his ships to come in. He's done all he can as far as his planning goes for the future, for work, for the union with his Divine Feminine. And he's just kind of being patient and going with the flow right now. But this this card is long-term planning, and you're pretty much in the finished completion stages of planning. You're just kind of like, yeah, just waiting for your ships to come in. Like you're looking out on the horizon, and you pretty much see all the results, you know, of your hard work and everything like that. It's kind of got a Seven of Pentacles feeling as well with this card. But he's basically ready to go, everybody. Because here's the Fool card right next to it. It's just taking a leap of faith into the unknown. Just kind of like, you know, not having a care in the world. Just kind of like not taking a whole lot of supplies with you. Just going. Going for what you want. So that kind of like matches up really good with the Three of Wands. So I feel like he's pretty much gotten his fears in control, pretty much healed and released, you know, much of the baggage that, you know, he's been carrying around. Any fears of commitment, codependency, I think he's pretty much got that under control. The Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine are pretty much mirroring each other, because the Divine Feminine has the Strength card as well, which is mastering your emotions and finding peace and harmony within. So yeah. I don't feel like the Divine Masculine has a lot of fears at this point as far as the union goes. It's just kind of like pretty much got his plans in order, and he's just kind of tying up loose ends at this point in time. Getting some last minute details, but he's really following his intuition right now. He's not trying to do everything on his own with his, you know, listening to his ego. It's been a battle between his higher self and his lower self, but his his heart's been winning out. So he's very, very in tune spiritually with this connection with his Divine Feminine, and he wants to be the ultimate provider for her. The King of Pentacles. Stable, trustworthy, reliable partner. Essentially the most stable card in the whole deck. So he wants to provide for his Divine Feminine. It's very important for Divine Masculines. Even if the Divine Feminine is very self-sufficient on her own, it's still his natural instinct to want to provide for us and be the perfect partner for us. He doesn't want to screw it up this time around. That's why it's been kind of like a very slow process. Not just with healing and releasing, but just the planning. So that has also caused a little bit of a delay. But like I said, the important thing is he's not trying to do it all on his own. He's really surrendered to the universe, and he's allowing them to kind of like drive him at this point. The higher self is driving both the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine at this point. So we're definitely on the path that we need to be on right now. Closing out these cycles that we no longer resonate with, and he's bringing that offer of love. He's making his way towards us, Divine Feminines. He's tiptoeing in, I feel. I don't really feel like it's going to be like like he's going to come in and ask, will you marry me, like right off the bat, though that might happen for a few people, but he's just kind of test the waters a little bit and share his emotions. And as time goes on, he'll open up more and more as he gets more comfortable, because for a lot of us, it's been a while since we've been in contact with our Divine Masculine. So it's been about, let's see, since last Thanksgiving for me, so no contact. We got the Ten of Swords, which is the endings. Endings of the old cycles, ending of the heartbreak, and this is completion, heartbreak, betrayal, separation, all coming to an end. Whenever you see a 10, that's completion of the cycle, like I said. So he wants this separation to be over just as much as the Divine Feminine does, and it's happening, everyone. Just be patient. Communications coming in at any time now. The eclipses are very powerful energy, and yeah, the Divine Masculine is not going to be able to hide anymore or procrastinate anymore with this eclipse energy. So there is fast movement here. So he is coming towards us, and the separation is ending. We're not really even in the separation. I think I said this in my previous reading, that we're kind of like in transition, kind of like walking over the bridge. We're like in between. separation and union, and we're just about there. So, excuse me. Okay, for the Divine Feminine, again, we have the Strength card, mastering your emotions, peace and harmony, balance within. I feel like, yeah, the masculine and feminine are definitely mirroring each other, getting control of their emotions, and very much in balance, in alignment with the union and with each other, balance of the yin and yang. So I've seen the Temperance card come out quite a bit with some of the readings that I've done for myself. So everything is balancing out. And you see the little kitty and the little puppy dog coming together in harmony and without any fear. I mean, look how big the little doggy is compared to the kitty, and he's not afraid, or she is not afraid. So again, getting rid of those fears that we had. A lot of people are still purging, but it's not going to last, everyone. I know it's been difficult for me the last couple weeks, picking up on the purging of the collective and any residual stuff that I had in me and my divine masculine. But the Capricorn moon was tough. I think a Mars retrograde was another one that was making things difficult. And me being a Scorpio moon and rising, I'm full of water, so the emotions can hit me hard whenever there's a planet in Scorpio. So if you're a water sign, you get it. We are super, super sensitive, and we pick up on everything like a sponge. And here's the moon. This is what I was just talking about. Confronting those fears. Everything's coming to light. Everything's coming to the surface now. Anything that's left that needs to get out of there so that we can let in the new. All the new energy and all of the love. This spiritual love, I mean, it's going to just fill us up, overflowing, and we're going to be able to give that love to not just our divine counterpart, but to everybody, because before we couldn't pour from an empty cup. So now we're kind of feeling like, yeah, it's all overflowing because we released from all those heavy energies. But this is, also secrets being revealed, so we might, hear a lot from our divine masculines when they communicate with us. Or are communicating with, I don't know why I'm coughing so much. I have like dust in my throat. A lot of divine feminines and divine masculines are already in communication, and many are already in union. So a lot of secrets coming out too as well. And just be nice. Be compassionate and understanding, because everything happens for a reason. A lot of times we manifest other partners just, for the lessons. Or to get like the other person to surrender and kind of like walk away from the situation. You know what I'm talking about. So unconditional love, folks. Forgiveness, compassion, understanding. That's what it's all about. And the divine feminines are definitely been probably frustrated with this pause, this stalemate energy. But it's all for a reason. And, like I said, the masculine's been planning, and he's been finishing up his healing and tying up any loose ends in his physical world as well. If they've got a divorce, or they had to get a new job or something like that. There's many reasons that are going on behind the scenes that we don't know about that caused a little bit of a pause. But this is also and the divine feminine as well. Handling things in her own life. This is also looking at things from a higher perspective and getting a clearer picture of everything in the mission that's ahead of us. Just kind of like finally getting it, you know what I mean? So you don't react, kind of like you don't really react to the illusions of the 3D world anymore. You just kind of see above it. And that it's all part of the divine plan, the divine order of this twin flame journey, this twin flame union. So things are going to be starting, moving forward. I mean, it's like kind of like you try to stand in a hurricane in like 80-mile-an-hour winds. Eventually, you're going to be swept away. So you have to kind of like go with it. And here's the Ace of Cups. Yeah, we've been overwhelmed with emotions. Like our cups are overflowing, and this is the beginning, that we all want and love with our divine masculine. So this is our wish. And it's happening for a lot of us this summer, coming into union. So I don't think I need to say too much more about this card. The Ace of Cups. Okay. And yeah, the King of Wands, the Divine Feminine, is getting it done. And I've gotten this card a lot for the Divine Masculine. So we're mirroring each other with that passionate, fiery energy, going for what we want. It's like, screw everything. Just kind of like, get rid of everybody that stands in our way. We don't need them in our lives. Because we believe in ourselves, and we believe in our creativity. We believe in our missions. We believe, most importantly, in ourselves, and know that we are worthy of this love, and we deserve it, and we're going to have it no matter what. So, I mean, the King of Wands, he's very alpha, but this is more about the energy than the gender, so it doesn't really matter. But it could also represent the Divine Masculine returning as well, with a lot of fire and passion for us, and a lot of sexual energy. Yeah, I really have dust in my throat. But yeah, King of Wands, I mean, that's an action taker. He doesn't just sit around. So when you have it, the King of Wands, and then you have the hanged kitty back here, you know that the progress, forward movement is happening very quickly. So taking the lead in our lives, right? Building up our coins, that's important. Event, you want to start in your a new business venture, any creative ideas that you're thinking about, Divine Feminines, just go and do it. Because this is inspiration coming from the universe. So just pay attention to what downloads you're getting. Okay? Go for it. Alrighty. So that is the energies, and it's looking pretty good. And the masculine is coming towards this Divine Feminine, no doubt. No need to worry about that. So what I'm going to do is do what I've been doing and pull some messages from the Divine Masculine to those Divine Feminine from the Romance Angels deck. And before I do that, I was shuffling the deck yesterday, and these two cards fell out on the floor together. I was about to just pick them up and put them in the deck without looking at them, but so there you go. If this resonates with you guys, because it resonates with me, then beautiful. So if there was any doubt about that, there's your answer. Okay, I'm going to put them back in the deck. By the way, these decks were pre-shuffled, so... Oh, before I do that, I just want to show you what's on the bottom of the deck of the tarot, the Cat's Eye Tarot. See? Nine of Pentacles, single, independent, self-sufficient, completely the opposite of codependent energy here. This is like taking care of your own self and building your empire. Divine Feminines, okay? And Divine Masculines. Because once we're whole and complete within, we're in union with ourselves. That's when the union with our counterpart manifests in the physical world. Okay? Build your empires. Now, okay, I'm just going to give them another shuffle here. The Romance Angel deck by Doreen Virtue. And I'll pull two cards out for messages from the Divine Masculine. My throat's like, ugh, today. I don't know why. Alright. So I just vacuumed my room, so maybe I kicked up some dust. Okay. What did I say? Communication coming in. I've pulled this card like literally like 3 times this past week. Everybody, this is this is for real, okay? Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Okay? So, expect that communication. Let's go about your life and don't really focus too much on when it's going to happen, and then bang, it's just going to happen like that out of the blue, I think. You may feel like the universe really can't surprise you with that because you're kind of like preparing for this, but you just never know how it's going to come in. They could even show up at your front door for all you know, if they're in the same vicinity as you. My divine masculine's quite a distance away, but he's still in the same country. So, he's reaching out. He's planning it. He's planning what he's going to say, and he may not be over emotional, but just go with it. Be open, be receptive. And, oh, there you go. This is kind of like a honeymoon card, but it's just about spending time alone together, just the two of you, just the two of us, whatever. And yeah, it's time to disconnect. How many of us divine feminines want to do that right now? I need a vacation. How about you? Just going off for a weekend getaway or something like that. We've both wanted this, for a long time, right? Just get away from the world, get away from all the hectic craziness of, the Matrix and just kind of like be together, be in the moment. I mean, that's what it's all about, right? I just thought of the 6 of Cups, that kind of feeling, just playing with each other like little children. My divine masculine and I have known each other since we were very little, so that's what we want to recapture. That youthful energy, nobody's playful like twin flames are. It's just pure, simple love. So that's the energy we need to be in. Okay? This is what he wants, everybody. Divine feminines. He wants to go away with you. All right? All right. Nothing more I need to say about that. All right. Here. And now I'm going to pull some guidance cards for the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine from my Magical Mermaids and Dolphins deck. Pull 1 card for guidance for both of us. All right. For the Divine Masculine and Feminine. Okay. There you go. Waves of prosperity. New abundance and exciting opportunities wash over you now. Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine union are going to be very powerful, very prosperous, master manifestors, and we're going to pull in all this abundance, this prosperity, these financial blessings. So if you're struggling with making money right now, and it's not really kind of flowing and feel like there's a block somewhere, it's going to break through at some point. The floodgates are going to open. Just kind of release any resistance that you have, any lack mentality. I've struggled with that as well. It's part of being grounded. When you're grounded, you're kind of like more in the flow, in the present moment, more centered. But yeah, it's all gonna come in. No worries about that. No need to worry. Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine are going to be very, very, very supported by the universe. And a lot of us are going to be very wealthy at some point, if we're not already. So, this is awesome. Okay. I'm going to pull another card for guidance from my unicorn, my Oracle of the Unicorns deck as well. We need this guidance right now with all this crazy energy that's kicking our butts a little bit here and there. but nothing to fear. It will pass. Any sadness, any anxiety, any feelings of frustration and impatience will all pass. Try not to stay in that energy too long. Just kind of like release it. Feel it and release it. All right. Right. Message, guidance from the unicorns. Our magical unicorns. Okay. Woo, passion. There you go. That's a bulk of the energy right now. Don't you feel it? The sexual energy, the fire. Do what excites you. Get fired up about your life. Increase your energy levels. Very, very nice. So, don't just feel the passion for your divine masculine. Feel it about life in general. Go for what you want, because it's all going to manifest. Things are speeding up, manifesting things a lot quicker because we're in 4D consciousness now. But yeah, this is the overall, and I feel this is the overall energy. This is kind of like Ace of Wands, you know. Very, very high sexual energy between the divine feminine and divine masculine. It's magnetically pulling us towards each other. So, may even be having, you know, these kind of dreams, you know, at night. Astral traveling. If you wake up feeling exhausted, that's probably what you were doing. Just kind of like traveling like everywhere and stuff. I usually wake up feeling really exhausted, so... Yeah, so 5D passion. We're bringing that down into the physical. It's awesome. It's beautiful, everyone. It's beautiful. Okay, and I'm going to pull one more card from my Angels Answers deck, and then I'll close out the reading. So, if you have a question in mind or something like that, because we have yes and no cards in here. Okay, this is guidance from the angels for us in our union. Okay. Yes, exclamation point. There you go. So if you had a question that involved a yes or no, there's your answer. I can't really interpret this. This is kind of like personal to you, so. It's so funny because like the first day of summer, I was getting this nudge to reach out to my divine masculine, and I couldn't really explain why, because I hadn't reached out to him for months, since the beginning of the year, and this nudge was going on for like an hour, so I checked with my spirit team through this deck, and this is the card that came out. It's like, do you want me to reach out to him? And all I did was send a picture of myself at the beach, because I had gone to the beach a few days before, and I'm not kidding you, this card just flew out. So it removed any doubt. Again, that was probably his wish that I reach out to him, and kind of maybe giving him some confirmation that I wasn't mad at him or anything like that. So that's amazing. I mean, this is a 44 card deck, and this card just flew out when I asked a yes or no question. So this, it's just mind-blowing. I mean, this is the kind of crazy stuff that we just like, this is the synchronicities that we experience on this journey, and the support that we have from our team of light, from the angels, from our spirit guides, from Jesus Christ, the archangels. It's amazing. Okay. So that's pretty much the reading. I try to keep my readings under a half hour, so I'm right about there right now. So now, that just reminds me, if there's anybody that didn't watch my video that I made the other day on personal readings and an update on what was going on with me. I'm offering readings now, personal readings for $10, email readings, and I pull cards. You ask 2 questions, and I pull cards, as many cards as I need to answer your question. and I'll take a picture of the cards and I'll send it to you via email. I am going to do recorded video readings at some point in the near future, but right now they're just email readings. So if anybody's interested in that, or in my stores, if you want to buy any clothes, I design prints for shirts, tank tops, sweaters, long sleeve shirts, mugs, stuff like that. A lot of stuff. All the links are always below my videos, so I appreciate anybody's support, and I hope this reading resonated with you and it gave you a lot of hope and faith in this journey. If you've been doubting lately, we all have those moments. Just buckle up. It's going to get really juicy with these eclipses this month and next month, and I see a lot of twins continuing to come into union up until the end of this year and into next year. So it's going to happen. If you're a twin flame that incarnated into this lifetime, you are coming into union. We're going to uplift this planet into fifth density consciousness, spiritual love, unconditional love, and that's what's going to, we're setting a new template, and that's what's going to save the world. Okay? So don't fear these dark entities, because we're much more powerful than they are. Keep your vibration high. Release from the lower so that we can align with the higher. And I think that's the message. So I hope you all have a beautiful weekend, and I love you bunches. And I'm sorry my kitty didn't come in for this reading. She's downstairs. Probably wants to go outdoors for a walk, but all right. I will talk to you guys later. Lots of love and lots of healing energy I'm sending to all of you. Bye-bye.